What's up guys, welcome back to Seize the Speed for another video. To the right side of me is a 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid Woodland.
And to the left of me is a Mazda CX-50 Meridian Edition.
And I'm gonna tell you why this one's better than that.
And I'm gonna tell you why this one's better than that.
He's wrong.
I think he is.
So RAV4 Woodland Hybrid, 2.5 liter, naturally aspirated, 4-cylinder. It is a hybrid, so it gets a lot better fuel economy than yours. About, I think, 35 city, 38 highway, or vice versa. Put the numbers right up here. And I make 219 horsepower.
I think what I have a 2.5 twin scroll 4-cylinder.
Okay.
Makes 227 horsepower.
So you got me beat on the horsepower, but not on fuel economy.
No,
so,
I think it's averaging what, like 25-ish?
25-ish. Hey,
we'll put the numbers up
10
there.
mpg, that's more money in your pockets while you're off-roading. Use that on a rooftop tent. Anyhow, so RAV4 styling, pretty boxy. This looks kind of like a baby 4Runner, right? If you squint, you got the fenders, we got the blacked out door handle, we got a blacked out roof, and of course all-wheel drive. On the interior, I got Woodland trim everywhere. I've got Woodland floor mats. It has little trees on it. It's bonkers. But as a whole, this thing looks a lot more like a truck than that baby thing does. So on top of all the good Woodland stuff and this beautiful green color and the Woodland sticker in the back, I have a lot more wheel travel than you.
Yeah,
you want to look at, hold on. And also I have these bronze wheels, you know, kind of look like the TRD 4Runner wheels if you squint. Look at this. Look at this. Two fists going to your car, Mazda.
These aren't trucks.
So?
Wheel travel's not that important with these. These aren't heavy duty.
I'll see you on the trails.
So you have you know, all those badges everywhere. I mean, I've got this fancy hood graphic, you know,
CX-50.
it says CX-50 Meridian Edition.
Meridian Edition.
That might be all I've got, but I do have more aggressive tread on mine.
They're Wild Peaks. I have Wild Peaks.
They might both be Wild Peaks, and they might both be Wild Peak ATs, but
what the heck?
somehow I've got more aggressive tread than your Wild Peak ATs.
What's up with that? Okay. They're the exact same tire size, by the way.
They are. They're
225 60 18s on both of these vehicles.
Literally the same.
Pretty nifty.
I do also have this really nice roof rack. Pretty heavy duty, actually. It does not move.
That is pretty heavy duty.
It's really nice.
Mazda logo, nice. I like it.
And I've actually got more ground clearance.
No, you don't.
By
There's
half an
no
inch.
way.
By half an inch more ground
clearance. It's just
clearance.
half an inch.
8.1 inches versus 8.6 inches.
8.1 on that?
Yeah.
No way. That looks so much more aggressive.
It's not though. I've got mine's more tucked underneath.
Oh wow. It's just half an inch.
Hey, that's half an inch of. It's great.
Beep.
All right, so coming to the back of these, I mean, these are soft rotors. I mean, let's get that straight, both of us.
It's a pretty good looking car though.
They're good.
Mazda SUVs, they've been doing a great job with the way they look. They don't look as angular and, you know, muscular as my RAV4, but
no,
still, it's a good sporty looking car as the hybrid
you just started your engine. I guess you ran out of battery, man.
Anyhow, so people use these for camping and, you know, overlanding, things like that.
They're soft rotors. They're not designed to go over, you know, hard rocks and all this stuff. They'll get you where you want to go camping wise.
Let's see how much stuff you can fit in the back of your fancy CX-50 Meridian Edition.
I mean, I think the boot's pretty big.
Wait, auto lift gate?
Yeah, man.
Do I have that?
I don't think you do, man.
Wait a minute. Crap. Beep, beep.
Well, but it comes with a lot of room, and the seats fold down for even more.
That's sweet.
You could fold the seats down and
fold the seats down and take a nap.
Let's see, can you?
Oh yeah. Boom.
Easily.
Gone are the seats.
Full spare tire. It's not full, but it is a spare tire.
Not a spare tire. I think I have one of those too. Let's go look at the back of the RAV4. Auto lift gate, my butt. All right, so here in the Woodland, we have all this Christmas trees that I was telling you about.
I see.
Yeah, Woodland in green and matching my exterior. And as far as the storage goes, I may not have a fancy little lift gate, but it's a lot taller, so you could, you know, fit it up all to the brim. My seats also fold. I also have a fancy little rack so I can hide whatever I got back here from people.
What's in that bag?
Oh, that's my trunk net. That's my nifty little trunk net. On top of that, I also have a household style plug over here. So, you know, if you need to blend some smoothies back here when you're soft roading, there you go. Let's go ahead and look at the interior of these things. All right, so hopping into the interior of my RAV4 Woodland hybrid, and as always, a RAV4 is a very good place to be. It's a very comfy car. Everything is in the reach of the driver. Nothing out of place, nothing, you know, out of the ordinary. This particular one has the smaller screen, but nothing wrong with that. Still does a great job of Apple CarPlay, Android Auto connectivity, of course. You have all your other information in there. Pretty good sound system. It's not bad at all. This particular one has cloth seats. So I know you got me beat there.
Yeah. Leather.
I do have, however, heated and well, not cooled, but I do have heated seats, even with the cloth. So thank you, Toyota. I have a half digital, half kind of regular gauge cluster, which is pretty nice. Still looks pretty modern for what it is. And that's about it for the RAV4. No sunroof, none of the other fancy stuff. I don't think yours has a sunroof either on these. You know, a little bit of storage. Key says RAV4, nice little key. But that's what you get, man. MSRP on this thing is a hair over 38,000. I think it's around 38, 39. So not bad for what you get. All right, let's see what this thing is all about.
So coming to mind, man, I mean, unlike yours, I actually have leather seats here. Nice, very soft, comfortable leather seats.
You got me there. I mean, is that orange stitching?
They're actually, it's very nice, they're comfortable. I've also got, you know, manual shifter, none of that, some drive modes.
Hold on, is that wheel for your infotainment?
It's not touchscreen.
What? You don't have a touchscreen?
It is wheel.
What is that BMW iDrive from, like, if I can focus?
It could very well be. I do have a volume knob though, a physical volume knob.
I do too.
I do have a half digital, half analog gauge.
Okay.
There, I like that. I like that the fact there's still some analog in it.
Right.
It's pretty nice. You know, some buttons I can control stuff on here.
That's a nice looking steering wheel. I like it.
It is.
Mazda does a good job with those steering wheels. They're sweet.
At least they're giving you some control since you can't actually touch your screen.
Same thing with the gauges. Honestly, nothing's wrong with traditional style of gauges.
No, not even close.
They look fantastic. I see you revving that Turbo 4.
Twin scroll, man. Come on. So I do actually have.
You have a sunroof.
I know you said I didn't, but it is a full panoramic sunroof, 2 sunroofs.
Yeah, and you have some construction scaffolding right on top of it.
I might, but it still opens even with the construction scaffolding.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I mean, and I will say the center console opening is a little interesting, since it opens double like that.
Okay.
But other than that, and I do have heated seats, just like you.
Okay, fancy. I want to see how the back seat space is on these.
Ooh, I don't know if yours has it, but I have paddle shifters. Just for, you know, continuity's sake, same guy. We're gonna put him in the back seat of both. See how he fits.
All right, back seat check. CX-50. I thought this was gonna be a lot tighter. It's not bad at all. I got decent headroom, even though you do have this massive sunroof up there. Legroom is plentiful. Seating position is very comfortable. I don't mind it at all.
How's those leather seats, man?
They smell nice. All right, back seat of my RAV4. And as expected, I have a lot more headroom. Let's be honest. If you have taller passengers, they might get a little cramped, especially with your fancy schmancy sunroof. Aside that, I mean, this car is slightly wider than yours also, so you probably could fit 3 people back here a lot more comfortably than in yours. Aside that, it's a back seat, man.
All right, now that we're driving the Mazda, I mean, it's a pretty comfortable place to be. What do you think?
I think it's pretty comfy. New Mazda interiors are sweet. I mean, you got orange stitching and leather wrapped on your dash, on your door.
Honestly, everything is, pretty nice to the touch. There's nothing feels super cheap.
I'll say this: these Wild Peak tires are a little loud for an SUV. Like, you know, a regular CX-50 would probably be a little quieter on the road, but aside that, I mean, that's the trade-off you make to get better off-road performance.
Easily, I mean, but I mean that's just how it is.
See, what drive modes do you have?
So I've got a sport,
okay, that's
a normal, and an off-road. So sport mode, I do have paddle shifter. You know, let's see. It's pretty responsive.
Oh, you
hear that turbo come down? Yeah.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Let's see. It's pretty responsive on its upshift under load. I will say that. And I mean,
that transmission is not bad, and the 4-cylinder sounds pretty good. It does some good. It makes some good.
It does every time you shift.
Your construction scaffolding is a little windy.
I mean,
at least 60 miles an hour.
You're not wrong, but I have extra storage up there, you know?
You're right.
It's trade-off.
Right. It's a trade-off.
It's got also...
That's what overlanding's all about, trade-offs. You could stay in a hotel, but how about you stay in something that costs three times as much, and it's on the roof of your car?
I know, right?
Right?
Except you can stay anywhere now.
That's true. The views are worth the chase.
I mean, come on. Off-road mode also does a pretty good job at, you know, splitting power front and back.
I heard this car has a pretty crazy traction control system, so it can actually send power to the wheels that actually need help. It locks up your...
I have heard it does work a little better than the Toyotas. Not that the Toyotas doesn't work, but
interesting.
One of these days we'll actually take them off road and
find out.
Actually compare it.
Okay, well, how about you let me get behind the wheel of this thing? I'm anxious. I want to hear that turbo noise. It's kind of cool that you got that in a soft rotor.
I know, right? Plus, it's a little more power. You want to get behind something with a little more power than yours?
Oh, you mean all of your 8 horsepower is more?
Hey, you know, it's more.
I guess so. All right.
What do you think?
I literally drove it for 3 seconds. So
hey, come on, man.
Give me like 30 more seconds and I'll have the verdict.
Have all your opinions right now. You're in normal mode.
Normal mode, okay. Seems pretty comfy. This particular one's been driven 8,376 miles.
Yeah.
You know how many miles my RAV4 has?
About what, 2?
159.
That's it?
That's it.
Damn. It's not even broken in.
Nope. I wonder if this one's already been camping a couple times.
Possibly.
Cool, so...
Throw it in sport mode, see what happens.
Sport mode. Ooh, I get a little red ring around my speed.
Yeah.
Downshift, let's go.
It's pretty responsive.
That turbo.
Yeah, the turbo is, that power is just there.
Kind of sounds like an EcoBoost. I love how your MPG from cruising downhill goes from 99.9 to 6.6.
Yeah, why not?
Look at that. 4.6. So 3.2. Dynamically though, it's a Mazda, man. I mean, these cars are known for being pretty good handling cars. Suspensions are pretty balanced. This is new territory for Mazda. I mean, they don't do a lot of off-road stuff.
No, they don't. I mean, this is basically going head-to-head with the Toyota.
Yeah, but, you know, Toyota's a master.
And they've been doing it for a long time.
They've got Land Cruisers, so the expectations are high.
Well, we'll see how this stacks up.
Yeah?
As time goes by. This is very car-like.
I'm curious to see if the RAV4 is gonna behave the same or if it's gonna be a little more trucky than this. Especially because it does have a little more, you know, 2 fist gaps instead of 1.
Yeah, you might have a little softer ride than my car. Truck, these aren't trucks.
Oh, by the way, I just want to mention, yes, this thing's fast. Yes, it's fun. I get 12 mpg better than you, average.
But is that 12 mpg worth the price of the fun?
Yes.
Maybe.
If you're going to drive it cross country, man, it's a good bit.
This is also simpler.
That's true, it is. simpler powertrain package overall. But Mazda's done a bang up job.
It's actual transmission. Isn't yours a CVT? Or is it a real transmission?
Mine is a CVT, yes.
I am curious to see how all those CVTs stack up.
Alright, let's go hop in the RAV4 and find out. Alright. Welcome to the Woodland.
It's slower.
I was focusing on getting up to 60. What did you say?
It's quite a bit slower, man.
It's truck, you know, SUV. It's not about speed. It's about ruggedness, you know.
Really feeling
off-road ability.
That eight was it 8 horsepower difference? 9?
8 horsepower.
Yeah.
Hey, it gets up. I'm using my battery assist.
Yeah, you do have one of those.
I do have quite a bit of more
Modes.
and on top of that, safety features, all the Toyota stuff.
We also weren't in sport mode a second ago. How much faster is it?
Let's try it. I don't know. I am now currently in sport mode. We are engaged. I do not have paddle shifters, as you mentioned. It is an eCVT, not just a CVT. And my rear diff, 40, 50, 60.
It's still a little slower.
It's slower for sure, and it's a CVT, so yeah, it just buzzes up to speed. But just like you mentioned, simpler. Well, this doesn't have boost, so the engine itself is actually pretty under stressed. The 2.5 liter is just chilling. But how do you feel about the interior of this?
This interior is a lot of plastics.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Sorry, it's not your leather wrapped.
Not soft to the touch. Everything is plastic except for this.
Yeah, we have leather on the dash. We have it on
dash
here.
and stitched here.
The cloth seats.
Anywhere where you're.
And you could get. I don't think you can get the Woodland with that, but you could get a premium RAV4 and have nicer interior, sunroof, all that. I don't think they come with a panoramic like yours, but you could get a sunroof on these. I mean, more upright seating position.
Yeah.
It's a little more.
That's Toyota's thing.
It feels a little higher up. It's a little more wallowy. It's not like the Mazda. It's a little.
It's simultaneously more body roll, but also a stiffer ride.
Yeah. Which reminds you of a vehicle named the 4Runner.
Yeah.
So, maybe Toyota knows something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could be true, but let's see what I think about it. Let me get behind the wheel.
I'll let you drive my Woodland.
Now that I'm in it, let's see.
So what do you think?
Dude, it's just not as good. I'm sorry.
That quick. That's the verdict.
Let's see. Let's go to sport mode.
That punches. And then it stops punching.
Yeah, and then it just stops.
Yeah. Oh, off the line though, you got that, extra battery kick. I'll tell you this. I have EV mode.
Yeah.
When my hybrid battery's charged. Right now it's depleted. But in EV mode, you could sneak up on something out in the wild, and if you're into wilderness photography, then you can go on a safari in this. And
I guess you could. Yours is definitely quieter. Even your tires are quieter.
Somehow
I still don't understand.
Wild Peaks are quieter than your Wild Peaks.
You had like one extra little 3-letter thing at the end of your Wild Peaks.
And it's a model thing probably. I also don't have a lot of noise up here, both because I don't have a sunroof and I don't have a
but what are you
scaffold.
What are you gonna put all your rooftop tent on? I mean, you can put it on that.
I don't need it. I have enough room to sleep back here. I don't know. You probably do too, but not very comfortably.
I don't know. I wonder how much they are different. But no, I mean it's comfortable. It definitely.
It is a lot more wallowy.
Wallows. It's not near as sporty.
You could take corners in that Mazda like it's almost like it's a hatchback or a sedan. This feels different. This feels, trucky.
Yeah, it does.
To me, it's a good thing. I like my SUVs like this. But I understand the Mazda. If you're using that as your only car, and you do a lot of city driving with a teensy bit of off-roading or overlanding.
I mean, to be totally honest, that's how both these cars are. These are in-town vehicles that can handle some off-roading.
If you like your fuel economy, if you appreciate money in your pockets, both ways, two ways, both MSRP, 5 grand cheaper, fuel economy, 12 mpg better average, then you should get yourself one of these bad boys. Toyota never disappoints. I think this car would do just fine for basic camping off-roading needs. Also, the differential in the back that makes this an all-wheel drive is an electronic diff, meaning that it's a different setup altogether compared to the Mazda. The Mazda has a diff that gets its power from the 2.5 liter engine in the front. So with that car, you have a lot more configurability. With this, it's only on demand whenever you go over an obstacle or you turn on your trail mode on here. Then it sends some power in the back and makes sure you don't slip. But if you need a fantastically luxurious interior, I'll give you that.
Oh no, mine much better. But you are paying for it. I mean, how much was mine again? Like
5 grand more,
yeah,
43 and change.
43, yeah. I mean, it was, but it feels it. You feel it in just the sitting around, you know?
Yeah.
The feeling of it, you can feel it. It handles a little better. So
right.
I mean, you get what you pay for.
Right. So I mean, based on your needs, both cars are great buys in my opinion. Would you agree?
Oh, they're both great buys. They're both geared towards slightly different people. One's more luxurious, and because of the ground clearance, possibly a little more off-roady.
Yeah, a little bit sporty.
A little bit more sporty, but one, like this one, it's cheaper. It gets you better fuel economy. It's a better
storage, more storage space.
More storage space. It gets,
and it's a Toyota.
And it's a Toyota. You get that name badge with it.
Yeah, and you get a bit of that sportiness with the Mazda. So different flavors, pretty cool cars either way. So with that bombshell, we're gonna end this one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.
And we're out.